Hello everyone, I'm showing you a multiplayer battle replay of the game Third Age Total War, and this is a mod that's created by uh, players that who played Medieval 2 Total War, and you need Kingdoms expansions uh, to play this mod. Okay, so for my first battle I've ever created, I have chosen to make a classical Mordor versus Gondor fight, and I am using Mordor. And here's a look at my army. I have 4 units of Uruks up front. Backing them up I've got some Uruk halberds, and then 4 units of Orc maulers. Okay, then I've got some troll catapults here. And on my flanks I have 2 units of Morannon Guard spearmen and 1 unit of Olghai, and they are these big and strong trolls. And yeah, I've got 1 unit of Orc band, and that's pretty much it. My general is here at the Nazgul unit. So let's look at my opponent's army of Gondor, commanded by Hovding Snor. So he has 4 units of Gondor archers here, and then right behind them he has 4 units of Citadel Guard. They are these very strong and nice looking spearmen. Then he has some Swan Knights over here. In reserve he has 1 unit of dismounted Swan Knights, and here is his large cav, and 1 unit of Fountain Guard here, and here are his 2 trebuchets, and here is his general. Wait, somewhere here, there he is. Okay, so his trebuchets are pretty deadly, but for the most part they actually miss, but when they actually hit my guys, then they do a lot of damage. Okay, so my opponent charged his cav on my Olghais here, but my Olghais are going to uh, yeah, my Olghais will uh, beat these guys easily, especially with these Morannon Guard spearmen at their side. And yeah, the melee part of the battle has just began. My orcs have came to my enemy's archers, and they will now start fighting. Okay, here's a close-up of my enemy's Citadel Guard. And okay, my old guys on this side have engaged the Swan Knights, but my opponent charges his dismounted Swan Knights to help them out against these big trolls. So I've charged a Morannon Guard unit here, and they will try to kill these Swan Knights because they are really getting on my nerves. Okay, here's my enemy's cav trying to hold off these bunch of orcs. Okay, and my enemy is keeping a unit in reserve here, a unit of Fountain Guard. And okay, I've now managed to kill these Gondor cav pretty quickly, and my old guys will now join the fight, this big fight here, where there's a lot of Gondorians. And yeah, I've also rushed my units in reserve here, these Uruk halberds. Okay, so my enemy's right flank is slowly breaking because of my Orc high. Okay, so let's see. Now my Orc highs will start running here in a few seconds. And yeah, now I see that my catapults are pretty useless, and I'm going to charge them into battle soon, at least. Okay, Let's see, my enemy's cav is still holding on here, although they will soon start routing. Okay, so my opponent actually threw a rotten cow here. You actually see this green smoke here, and well, that didn't make a big impact, but well, it diseased some of my units. I don't really know what that means, but never mind. Yeah, so victory will be ours. So my Olgai have now engaged these citadel guards, and they will now die because they are not very good against trolls. But the fountain guard is pretty good against trolls. Okay, and now my enemy has got a magnificent shot here with his trebuchets, and that's not fair. And here comes another one. Yay, he's killing a lot of my units, and he almost killed a troll here. So this troll here is pretty lucky. So what's going on? This cav is now depleted, and they will soon die. And these dismounted swan knights are holding off my Olgai and my Moranan guard, but they will also soon die. And here at last come my troll catapults. So these trolls are the crewmen of my catapults, but they are still pretty strong because they are trolls. So they can easily kill any human here. And here my enemy's trebuchets still shoot only my troops. Yeah. And I see that I'm going to have to do something about these trebuchets soon, or my guys will totally like collapse. And at last I have almost killed these cav, and they will soon start routing, and I'm going to engage these Gondor archers now. Okay. So yeah, now we are pretty even, but I'm slowly gaining the upper hand in this battle. Yeah, only half my force remains, but I don't know. Yeah, you said that just in time. So both of us have only half of our force now. Okay, so his guys are slowly starting to rout because they are afraid of my trolls, and that's how it should be, because you can't really be brave when you see this big beast with a mace coming at you. So now I've caused a massive rout. My enemy's archers and swan knights are routing, and now I can finally move on to the trebuchets. Yep, all of his units are starting to rout except this fountain guard unit. They are pretty stubborn. Well, they are the elite. I know, probably the best unit of Gondor, apart from this dismounted swan knights. And look at this, my troll crewmen have attacked his human crewmen. Very interesting. Okay, so my enemy's general is here in a fight against my Olghai, and he is fighting pretty bravely, but my troll is flinging his soldiers into the air, and they all die. Okay, and my Uruks are now fighting these Gondor archers who have stopped from routing, but I've hit them pretty soon, and they are going to rout again. Okay. So my crewmen have been beating up these trebuchet crewmen all the time, and his guys will now rout because they don't want to fight Olghais and Nazguls at the same time. Okay, here's my Nazgul. Yay. And my opponent admitted defeat, so the battle ended. So it was a close victory. So that indicates that it was pretty close. And well, I had a lot of more men, so my opponent played this battle pretty good. So good game to him, and well, this is my first video ever shown, so I hope of making new ones soon, and see you till next time then.